Cinnaminson High School in South Jersey is the school we're talking about. And Cinnaminson has this video production class.
Which is cool in and of itself, a video production class.
And they're pretty good. So they put this video together, and it's all over the internet, going around the world.
I would like to take this moment and say it that Cinnaminson High School rocks, man.
Yeah.
We got a video from these guys, and I am so impressed with this, with what they did, and it's just basically what looks like the entire student body did a lip sync video to Loverboy's "Working for the Weekend."
The idea for a one-take video came about last year.
Mr. Wilson showed us videos of one-takes that other schools have done, and so we saw those videos and we decided that's what we wanted to do.
When I introduced my advanced TV kids at the time to a couple of videos that other schools had done around the country, there were also some major artists had done videos done in one take, and it kind of intrigued people, and they thought, wouldn't that be neat to try it? And we thought about it, and it just wasn't really feasible last year.
And they ended up not doing it last year, so, and I know there was other problems with the TV production class last year, wouldn't have been able to pull it off.
So we have a much larger class, a very talented class. We thought now would be the time to do it.
And everyone was really excited about it, and it got brought up in the beginning of the year by Mr. Wilson and Rachel and Austin again. I was always really excited for it, and yeah.
I've taught this class for 5 years, and every class is different. Every class has a different makeup. Every class has a different ability level, and certain years just aren't able to pull off certain types of activities. This year is the right combination of outgoing people who don't mind being on camera, hard workers who don't mind in putting in a lot of the unsexy behind-the-scenes work into it, not just picking up a camera and doing something stupid and putting it on YouTube, which is like what a lot of people want to do. This required a lot of work. This was the class that was willing to do that, to put in the time and effort, and also, you know, wanted to involve the school. Some people don't even care about school spirit. They don't want to do any of that. This class did. They wanted to do something and leave a mark.
This year, we had the means, and we had the manpower, and we had the enthusiasm to do it.
So we had enough people to do it that we could assign the singers to people in our class to make it easier for rehearsals and stuff. We just use our class, and then we can fill everybody else in, so they don't really have much preparation or anything to do. We can just tell them the day of, you need to do here, stand here, do this, hold this sign, cheer when the camera goes by, and then run to the gym. So this year's class was definitely a lot more enthusiastic.
My first thoughts on making a one-take music video is it was a pretty cool idea.
I mean, I was excited for it. Everyone got pretty excited, so it was pretty cool. It was a really good idea, and Mr. Wilson really wanted to do it, so we got that going for us.
I was driving around in my car, and I was going to the gym, and Austin texted me. I had a cutoff, you know, and some sweatpants, and he was like, "Yo, you want to do some carry around the amp for Project X, and I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'll do that. Sounds awesome. I thought it would be pretty cool to, you know, be part of Project X. So it's basically how it happened.
I helped pick the song, working for the weekend, and what we did was everyone thought of these ideas and we all put them on like cards, and then Wilson read them, and he put the ones that he liked or he thought that were good on the board, and then we all listened to them.
The name Project X was just a stupid attempt on my part to create some sense of mystery. I just tried to think of some cliched. Back when we didn't want to tell people what we were doing, I thought, well, what's a mysterious name? And for some reason, you always go to X. And we were doing a project, so it became Project X. I had no idea that there was a movie from the 1980s with Matthew Broderick and a monkey. Just sounds mysterious. Something government. The way we spread the message of Project X, part of it was, you know, I kind of jokingly said, and I didn't know how far it was going to go, but I jokingly said, you know, hey, let's start whispering about something called Project X. Let's generate some kind of mystery around the building. Do some kind of sort of guerrilla marketing campaign. And then that morphed into certain students, you know, raising their hand and go, well, wait a second, why don't we have t-shirts? And then somebody would say, well, wait a second, why don't we do business cards? And then somebody would say, well, wait, why don't we make a Facebook group? And it just sort of ballooned from that, and everybody took their little roles and their little pieces and brought the whole thing together. There was no grand master plan. It all came together in that room, 21 people working with one another.
We literally spent like at least a month of just trying to agree with song choice and, you know, timing and when we were going to do it, whether it be Pride Day or Spirit Week.
There was a lot of planning that went into Project X. We had to plan out where everyone would be on the route, what route we were going to take throughout the school, all the visual stuff, who would be singing all the lines, and pretty much everything, because it was one take, so you can't mess it up.
I was more of the paperwork person. I made everything organized. I put together the homeroom visits, like to help everyone get together. I put together the actual route, like where all the homerooms would actually go. Like I drew out the routes of how to get there and to get to the gym.
I kind of tried to help as much as possible in every aspect, where it was the posters, hanging the posters up or making the posters, doing the pre-planning, and even expressing our ideas to the principal, Miss Llewellyn.
I definitely thought the advanced TV students could pull it off. They had a plan. They came to me with a full plan, detailed. They thought of every possible scenario that could go right and wrong, and they were ready to go. So yes, I definitely thought they could pull it off.
I was really excited, and I couldn't wait for it to happen.
I thought I know what it was, but I didn't know what it was. I thought it was something that, you know, that got the whole school involved, but it was, so honestly I had no idea.
I just thought it was cool because we did something that schools usually don't do, and it kind of broadcasted the Cinnaminson name out.
My thoughts, in the run-up to production on the video, it didn't seem real to me at first, like almost like we actually weren't going to do it. It was going to be a lot of talk, and then something was going to happen, and it just wasn't going to work. We were going to run into some stumbling block, some problem.
My role in the production of Project X, well, first of all, was, you know, organizing it. I did a lot to organize it, and after school, we ran rehearsals, so I had to be there. I was the cameraman for Project X.
If we did not do any rehearsals, we would have been screwed. Like some initial problems first came about. I mean, the song wasn't long enough, so we had to end up adding another, I don't know, like 30 seconds into it. We had to add into another verse, I think. No, another chorus. And during the practice runs, me and Nick Maneri stayed after school with Austin and Rachel, and we did the run-throughs and everything, and we couldn't really get it like directly on time. So I mean, that kind of led into, you know, trying to move faster, trying to move slower, trying to get people on sync. So I mean, the practice runs really helped with that.
During the production, I found that when every time I tried to pick up the speaker, the iPod would for some reason shut off, and we tried it like 4 times. It didn't work until I had to hold it the entire time and have Rachel here start the music for me.
During the run-throughs, I had to worry about making sure that everyone was dancing and shouting and going crazy, showing a lot of spirit. And there were a ton of kids who just were sitting there and they were like, yeah, you know, I'm not too worried about this video. I mean, I'm just gonna sit here and look cool. I mean, I'm above dancing, so I'm just gonna wait for the pep rally. Yeah. And those kids, they're tough, man. They're tough to break, tough to get them out of their shell. So it was very hard for me to get them to actually do it, but eventually I got them to do their thing for the most part.
During the actual shoot, the only problem was that I saw was a group of people actually like left when they weren't supposed to leave, and then we had to grab another group and we're like, hey, come here, stand here and cheer, and they were like, awesome, all right. I think it turned out great, personally. Like, just in an unbiased view, it's pretty good.
It was awesome. It was very exciting. Had the little, you know, little butterflies in the stomach, like worried that like things were gonna go wrong. But it was exciting. After all the run-throughs, like I could tell everyone else was excited about it, and it was awesome. I could feel that everybody was working towards making it a good video.
When we started shooting, I couldn't have predicted how excited people were going to be the day I mean, I was practically deaf from all the shrieking and screaming and carrying on.
The day of Project X, I was freaking out. I don't even think I ate anything all day. I was in here most of the day trying to organize all the visual stuff and all the things we were going to hand out to people and doing things last minute for it.
I wanted to barf. On the day of, I wanted to puke.
I was nervous. I was kind of freaking out a little bit. I got to school. I went to one class that day, my first period class. I went to physics. The rest of the classes, thank you, my gold pass, I came down and got everything prepared, got all the streamers and the cards and party poppers and everything ready to hand out to people. I got all the signs all organized that Decca made, and just kind of mentally prepared myself, because I knew that if anyone could screw this video up, I was the one person that could screw everything up.
You know that you have 40 minutes to work with like 800 people and try to get it done, and there's 50 million things we have to do. Everybody's got to be in their places. You got to make sure these people do this, these people do that. You're running around. Everybody was coming to me with like, oh, Mr. Wilson this, Mr. Wilson that, and you can only talk to one person at a time. We wanted to rehearse it once. I think we ran like 7 minutes over or something the allotted time we had, which isn't bad, but I was just a bundle of nerves the whole day, and then felt very relaxed after.
When I finally saw the full cut of the video with the music and the credits and everything, I was ecstatic beyond all belief.
The first time I saw the video, I'm going to be honest, I found a lot of problems with it, because I think I just do that. I look for the bad things in the video first. But after watching it a couple more times, I was like, wow, this is actually really awesome. So it just took a little while for all the good stuff to sink in, but now I watch it all the time.
I didn't know that I could have been a part of this. It was one of those things where I could have taken a different class, but I chose to take advanced TV because I wanted to be a part of something. And I knew that it was going to be a good thing this year, because people were coming back from last year, and you know, we didn't really do much last year. So I was so happy that we pulled this off.
Everyone was just really excited, and everyone was really good on cue, so it looked really good. And a lot of people have come up to me and they've said like, oh, the video looks so good, like I'm so happy for our school, and like we did such a good job. So yeah, I mean, it's really worth something to be proud of, you know.